Hey, and we're live. Hey, what's up, guys? James here. Back here with some Arknights today.
ドクター、おすすめいただいた5本ですが、非常に読み応えがあって、徹夜で読んでしまいましたわ。
Continue on with some more story today. Should just change my stream time to 8:30.
ここがあなたが約束してくれた居場所ですか?
I was actually debating whether I wanted to stream today. Because, originally, probably today is like HBR day, right? There's nothing to do in HBR right now. Like, what can I do today? I guess I can play Arknights? We got plenty of story to catch up on Arknights, so it's probably fine. I don't know if I want Mastery and Skill 1 for these two. Hey, Mousy Mouse. What's up? How you doing? Silver Ash. Yeah, but which ones? I've already done both of it. Do I do the first one? I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should. Yeah. Like, should be alright. I don't think I need it, right? Put a skill 1 on both. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I need it. So I'll just leave it as it is. Well, I guess we could just leave the masteries as it is. I don't think I need a mastery anything else right now. Cool. Alright. I'm gonna continue on with story today. Yeah. Last time on story, we're at 16.8, I think it was. Because so we did about 16.9. We found out that the peeps at the mines were doing human experimentation. So yikes. So yeah, human experimentation. It's rock cancer. Because that is a very, very smart thing to do. It's gone haywire. The control. Kind of like Resident Evil. Ah. Demon, what's up? How you doing? Just continue on with some stories, right? But let me get these things out of the way. Currently eating dinner. That's good. That's good. Gotta, you know, keep your sustenance. Let's continue with the story. Wait, was the Exia altar? Yes, it was. Hey, Diverse One Gamers. Or should I just say Alex Gamer? I don't know. Whatever. I did get Exit Altar, but I'm very salty because I missed out on my lemon. So you're new to the chat, right? Welcome, by the way. So you don't know the story. On that banner, you get lemon and Exit Altar, right? So I had rolled on that banner. I went more than I should have because so I went to pity essentially. Because I didn't get lemon all the way. I got extra very early on. Alright. And I was like, I got close to pity on stream. So like, yeah, I'll just do the free rolls until I get to pity and then exchange off screen. Guess what happened? I forgot! I got really busy during that period. I can't remember what I was doing. But I forgot to log in. By the time I remembered to log in to exchange for my lemon, she's gone. So, I'm salty. I've been salty since I missed out on my free lemon. Ah! Ow. Yeah, that sucks I didn't get it there. Well, they'll be back. So it's fine. It's just more of the fact that I specifically went and cashed in to get to pay, and I didn't get it. It's a fucking fuck. Oh, it's fine. By the way, if you can remember, is Da Vinci Summer Event a lottery event? Because it looks like with no limit on the chest. I would think so. I think a lot of the summer events are lottery, right? I don't know, it's been a while. I don't really remember events that long. Yeah, for sure. I have to wait for we run it. Pretty much, yeah. Anyways, we're gonna continue on with the story. The definition of a lie is the truth you believe in. Yeah. Oh, it's deep, bro. Very, very true, though. Need to think more hours into it for the grind. The woman falls on the ground before your eyes, a black spear growing out of her body. Next to her body, a man is flailing with his legs, trying to push himself away from this dangerous place. Monster! Because I have the item I need for skill servants. Yeah. Found that lottery it's here, man. Black is closing in. Black, black, black. Everything is black, except for bright red blood. You cannot even tell if you're facing something that is a living or not. Do not fear. Not one step back. Stand up. You still have the strength. The black steps through the bodies, some of whom were miners, some of whom were guards, and some of whom were just ordinary Urslings. The constant screams make it very clear that, whether you turn to run or not, the spears appearing out of thin air will catch you. You can only watch as the spears continue to rise from the ground, impaling body after body, threatening to blanket the entire ground. Suddenly, spears remove themselves from the mountain of corpses, forming a long sword in the hand of the Black Shadow. The entity raises its sword and points it toward you, speaking in an indistinguishable voice. You would die standing. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to die here. Hope. It's a good thing, but futile. That? Plankton! Here to help! Plankton? You're not. We're here to help. You're here! You're here to help me! My comrades! Fight side by side. Just like old times. Just like old times. Surround him. Just like old times. One falls, another takes his place. Follow me. Cool. You feel the heat coming from behind you, like a burning fire that spreads all over you. It makes your blood run hot and your eyes wide and clear. They shout your name and push you forward. In the embrace of solidarity, you leap and take aim at what seems to be the thorax of the black entity, and impale it. There is no sound of blood dripping, convulsion. The resistance of the blade growing lesser and lesser, until it disappears altogether. I see. Gabrielis. As the last syllable leaves its mouth, the uniform propped up by the shadow goes limp and stops resisting. You have put an end to the monster, with courage, with determination, with heart. The support of friends who never existed. Is that his delusion? It's a heavy. You. Down! He's down! Who? And you killed... We killed him! Killed who? Black. No. Enough. One obstacle dead and gone. But the snow is everywhere. Abominable snow. Snow will not stop. Rankin? Rankin! What do we do now? Rankin! Rankin! I am... Rankin! Rankin! The crowd rushes towards you like the tide. They raise you up, and they pull you back down. You have felt this sense of weightlessness before. The crowd shouts. The crowd yells. Someone who should have not have been here shouts your name in the deafening echoes. Rankin! I think it was a yell, but anyway. You close your eyes and go back into the forest with his words. Board a garrison unit. A one-way mission. You were not there. We won. As you rise and fall, you look towards the black dust in the distance, which is yet to fully disperse. Black smoke seeps out from every hole and gap in the uniform, like countless tiny tentacles, greedily wrapping and covering it until it is completely hidden. Under the black smoke, the uniform once again takes human shape, as though he never died. So I guess that was all in his mind then. Even also the caption of the quest as well. We did it. The executioner's dead! Those patrol units are no match for us now! Let's finish them! It's a story quest! Get it, boys! Uh-oh. He's sick. Wait, who's that? Possible. You're dead. The purity of death is a blessing that neither you nor I deserve. Hey, bud. What's up, man? How you doing? Time to mine. Too bad there's no craft. I never died. Filthy lich. Ah, frenzied. Okay. Scared. That's supposed to be fear, right? I wonder how you will view your own old rage when you learn the truth. When you learn that the power you used to defeat me will belong to you. That even your deepest desire is but a fleeting dream. Does he absorb them? Huh. You can't scare Rankin. You can't scare us. We'll kill you over and over, however many times it takes, until you can't stand again, until you can't speak again. Well, he's taking damage. Like this, right, Rankin? Yes. You can't scare us.
Mission accomplished.
Okay. I was expecting something to happen there, but it kinda... nothing happened. Nights of deep autumn are cold in Ursus. Snow falls from the branches as the cold winds blow. The crowd has already dispersed. There is no light coming from the distant huts. A tiny flicker of flame still burns on the charred firewood in the middle of the clearing, clinging to its last gasp of life as the north winds tear at it. A piece of thick firewood is thrown into the pile, and sparks fly in the air. They found us. Dry firewood lies in ash, slowly becoming charred and twisted, before being swallowed by the leaping flames. The fire shines upon the face of the feeble infected, but he feels no warmth. The people here, everyone, it must be wiped away, like Ganea was. This way, they will never lose their goodness, and purity. Their souls shall never be defiled. He is in pain, a pain that penetrates his heart like a needle. He is cold, shivering, like he just fell into a frozen lake. He must make himself warm again. Piece, 2 pieces, 3 pieces, 1 bundle, 2 bundles, 3 bundles. The flame that was so faint now pokes its head from the gaps in the wood like a burning demon, threatening to touch its creator with its tongue. Frail miner picks up a burning firewood and walks toward the silent houses. Tap, click, tap, click. Footsteps are rhythmic, stronger than the other. Sleep! Asleep! They're all asleep. You do not know what desperation awaits you, what judgment you will face. Aiding and abetting the infected before selling them out. Blissful ignorance, docile as a burdened beast. It is alright. I will help you. I can help you. For I shall meditate and share in your pain. Bandman carries the torch of fear, but the flame can no longer stem the cold. The cold pierces his bones. It comes from erypathy, from the wind, from Ursus. What's up? Why are you on YouTube today? He needs warmth. He sees a large pile of hay. Fire. He throws the torch. Cleansing. The flames awakened, withering. Salvation! He has never felt so acutely alive. The camp. Ringing continues in his head. In a nightmare, Rankin is clinging to the last vestige of cognition and sanity. The sensations are returning, the wailing grown nearer, not more distant. He forces himself up and staggers towards the door of the tent, seeking a breath of fresh air. Hot air rushes at him, evaporating the sweat in an instant. In the blink of an eye, all the feelings return to his body. This is not a dream. It is real. The stuff of his nightmares has found a foothold in reality. Everywhere, people are fleeing, as the houses that once offered refuge are devoured by fire. In the gushing smoke, the scent of charred despair clutches at everyone's throats like a demonic claw. How tiny is man in the presence of terror? Rankin! What happened? Fire started all of a sudden. We can't put it out. All we can do is evacuate the others. The food we traded for is still inside. We have to go in. Now's not the time. Wake everyone. Get them out of the village. Go! His commands do not bring order to the crowd. Fear continues to spread unchecked. has never died. One! I killed him! I can save everyone! Let's tell. What are you doing here, Vitoshki? Get safety! Estelle, I... Didn't you hear me? Rankin tries to shake off Vitoshki's hands, but the girl grabs his arm with all her strength. Vitoshka, he's gone! What? Wasn't she with you? The stammering girl gestures furiously, trying to explain what happened, but the terror on her face says it all. YouTube Premium, no ads on phones. Of course. Victor! Continue the evacuation. We'll go find Nadia. Okay. Lincoln and Vitoshki dart through the fire. The houses on both sides of them are burning. The slightest misstep could set their clothes on fire. Babushka! Babushka! He wants to yell too, but the feeling of helplessness continues to accumulate in his heart. It is stuck in his throat, preventing him from making a sound, preventing him from breathing. He knows full well what a fire like this means for an invalid old woman. Still, Smoke-filled intersection. Vitoshki covers her mouth and points to herself, then at Rankin, and finally towards the fork in the path. No, Vitoshki, you must not go off on your own. Listen to me. No. The girl's face is red as tears flow from her eyes. She holds her hands together in a strange gesture of prayer. She is not praying to the Tsar or to the Yorotsuba. She is praying to Rankin. Aye. Ooh. Shadow flashes across their vision. He's limping, but there is an unusual strength in his steps, as though he is being drawn in by something. Holy, where are you going? A hunched figure ignores Rankin's cries, looking towards a sea of flames at the end of the path. Surrounded by the bright light of fire, his figure casts no shadow. It prepares to welcome baptism by fire, like the Yorotsuba walking towards the execution grounds in legend. Vitoshki, wait! I have committed murder. For food, or for water, for a bird. He continues to walk as he chants, and pushes open a burning door. Even the scorching light of the flames cannot stop Rankin from seeing what is inside the house, the Hawley's head. Flames roil and writhe, its charred beams totter, cracking like the moaning of the dying. An old woman sits straight in the middle of it all. She is sitting on the last chair without a sound. The flames are only inches from her, but they cannot touch her, as though an invisible wall is keeping them at bay. She has not a speck of ash or dust on her. Even her hair is immaculately clean. But it's gently shut. At the same time, she seems to be watching everything. I've cleansed their souls. That's the dude, I think. Yeah. So the guy... because he had to kill his son. Yeah. The saddest thing is that sorrow teaches us nothing. Tunnel, heavily polluted facility, toxic pollution that prevents deployment of enemies. Ah, that mechanic. That's right. Okay. That's great. I can use Praminix and Silver Ash in the team. Okay. I think we'll go with this one. Yeah. My reading is okay. Never really said it, but yeah. I read them like, still is alright. No, no, no. Snow is falling on his head. It turns into boiling water, into endless cries, into the weight of the dead. Hands are not enough to sweep it away. It is wet, heavy, thinking. Until it crushes those who are inside, those who are still living.
Lushka, how are you feeling?
I'm not gonna hum.
Tick tock. Tick tock. The clock ticks tocks. The clock doesn't wait for anyone. We shouldn't sing. Let's go.
More survivors here. I don't think I have the strength to stand. Are you there, Lydia? I could use a hand. Lydia?
Over there. Someone's coming.
Again. The fire's gone out. Yes, it went out a while ago. Some survivors found us. Must do something. Are you going to make Holy kneel here forever? Even if he went mad and did all this, is it really necessary to punish him this way? Fire's gone out. It's getting cold. He'll die. Yes, he'll die. Not yet. He looks towards the entrance to the village. The fence that used to be there was designated to stop foraging tusk beasts. Not anyone determined enough to enter. Their intentions were benevolent or malicious. Scattered figures begin to emerge from behind the remains of the fence. They walk this way hesitantly. They walk away timidly. Lincoln sounds almost like he is muttering to himself. What's wrong, Victor? What do you mean? What's wrong? In what way? Holy wasn't mad. He wasn't shouting for Potochki's babushka or to his dead son. He was shouting at me. I've committed murder for food or for water, for abode. For those who walk with me, for the salvation of their souls. You know, realize that this also applies to him killing his son. Right? As well as the current situation. Didn't hear anything, even if he did say it. It's just the kind of prayer that Potochki and her babushka pray all the time. It's not like they started worshipping the Yurtsvo and the Tsar yesterday. Hey, babushka, gig. So, how you doing? Yurtsvo, Tsar, distant or ethereal, things like that. He was trying to save my soul, even after I made him kill his own son. What is a soul, even? Who can prove that it exists? Is it more precious than mortal life? It's ridiculous. Delhi. Shouldn't have forced him. But now, the worst has happened. If he did what he did before in order to fulfill my wishes, it was for the same reason that he set this fire. Did my last runs a co-op? Nice, nice. I've just left it be, let it be. I can't be bothered. No, it's nonsense. Listen to me. It's not been me who set this fire. I must pay for my crimes. Don't be a fool, Rankin. I'll keep this brief. What else do you have to say? We gave you food and water. Is this how you repay us? No. Are you here to chase us away? To finish what you started? I want you to witness the perpetrator face justice. Perpetrator? Justice? Will you kill all the arsonists, killers, and robbers in front of me? No, you won't. Otherwise you wouldn't be coming to talk to me when alarmed. Pretend I didn't hear anything. Leave. Unless you're trying to wipe us out. Never come back again. He puts down his pickaxe and all the other weapons. He raises both hands in the air. Again. Stay back, Nikto. Still have your arts. Right here. The culprit is right here. You could do what you wish with him. Ukukaka. Hey Max, what's up? How you doing? I really should make that a soundbite. What? Put down my weapon. I won't use any arts. You can do what you wish. See, you would shield the others with your own life. I've never been good with numbers. I can tell that's not a fair deal. I'm right here. I won't fight back. I don't want you. I don't want you. You weren't here when the fire started. I want the one who set the fire. The one who robbed my home and burned it down. I want the one who killed my wife. Fuck, man, that's... His wife was killed in the fire. God damn it. Even if I was the reason for his violence. It was my arrogance that put the others in a desperate situation. It was I who forced him down the path of violence. You should kill me. No. Listen to me. We want him. We don't want anyone else. A small space has been cleared in the rubble to serve as an impromptu execution ground. A crowd has gathered to watch. It is as though they cannot help themselves, like huddling around a fire in the winter night, yet fearful that its warmth might burn. I still don't understand. Why did Holly set the fire? Why would he do this to a village that helped us? He's mad. He was never the same again after his son died. Maybe he did set the fire? I think he wanted to satisfy the villagers. And Holly happened to be sick. The Holly I knew would never do something like that. I don't know. I trust Rankin. Didn't you know? He even tried to trade his life for Holly's. Thankfully, the villagers wanted the real culprit, not a good person trying to take his place. It hasn't started yet, but I can't watch. I'll be over there. I need some rest. Stop. Rankin's talking. Much everyone's here. Here. I have a few words to say before I execute this man. I'm trying to defend him. Seek forgiveness from the victims. Yes, he deserves to die. He betrayed kindness and trust. He placed all of us in danger. He harmed the innocent, in direct violation of our original intent, which was simply to survive. Death may be inevitable on the path we chose, but it should never have happened this way. Remember the lesson. And remember that the one about to take the life of this man is the one least qualified to do so. I am executing him on the wishes of the victims and on my own decision. This will be the last decision I make as leader. No one should bear the burden of killing his own comrade. Therefore, repent. Then. Snow has piled up on Holly's shoulder. He kneels on the ground, as though he did not hear any of what Rankin said, and puts his hands together in front of his chest in a gesture of piety. He looks up and exposes his neck to the executioner. Yes, I must repent my sins. I shall do the deed. So, holy. Ah. Damn. Thought I could at least put this mirror together. It's gotten even more broken. Talk about unlucky. Can we at least take Hawley's body, reckon? What use do they have for a dead body? Do they want to leave it out in the wilds? We're not in any position to negotiate. Besides, all of you may come to the same end if you continue to follow me. What do you mean? Who do we follow, if not you? Now's not the time for jokes. It's not a joke. It's a decision. A decision that I am already talked about. Ken turns around. The tired, unkempt crowd immediately gather around him, simply because he is here. They look towards their leader, likely waiting for the next instruction. Do we keep going south, Rankin? I don't have any strength left. I just wanted a roof over my head that could keep the snow away. We don't even have that anymore, do we? We'll die if we keep going. We'll die if we stay. I couldn't find them, Rankin. Havel and Bogina. I never found them. Not even their bodies. I'm sorry. The villagers didn't want me anywhere near them. Not even when I put down my pickaxe. They're afraid. You could see it on their faces from a mile away. I didn't want to threaten them. Let's go, Rankin. Take us away. Rankin scans each face in the crowd, whether they spoke or not. I'm sorry, friends. Rankin, I can't decide your path going forward. As I said, it was not Hawley who should have been punished. It was me. I was the one who drove him to madness and violence. It was my decisions that drove him to desperation. Before this happened, I didn't even realize that not everyone was ready to look death in the eye. There's no longer any doubt. I don't have what it takes to be a leader. My worst and best act as a leader is to relinquish this position. To give you back the power of choice. Silence. Silence. No one answers. Hardly anyone even breathes. So much a twitch on their faces. All who hear the decision are silent, until a trembling voice emerges from the end of the procession.
You're abandoning us?
Dutchki.
Then what you said, how do we understand it?
The crowd parts for the one who asked the question. But Dutchki does not move forward. She stands where she is, her fists clenched so hard that her knuckles have turned white.
You say you won't lead anymore after we've come so far? You're abandoning all of us.
No. Let's do this, before things get worse for everyone. No more lives must be lost because of my foolish decisions. We didn't escape from the mines, that hellhole, for this.
Hellhole? But it's my home.
What do you mean?
The mining district is my home. It was many people's homes.
Home? I thought you all wanted out, like me.
It's because of trust. We trust you, Ken. You didn't know?
Thought you chose to leave because you wanted to, a long time.
You killed the black bugs. Stood up and said we should leave. So we left. You caught Hawley, killed him, and said it was wrong to leave. Said it is a choice. I don't understand. What are we to you?
Friends, family. It's complicated and hard to define. But it's exactly because you're important to me that...
This is the home of the villagers. Maybe they can rebuild the village. What about us? Where do we go? It took us so far. If you don't lead anymore, how do we go back? Rankin, tell me. How do we live?
Natsuki.
The way you call me, you're treating me like a child. I'm not talking back.
Just proved what I had only guessed.
What?
All I've done up to this point was to force my ideas on you. You didn't understand my plan. You didn't understand the meaning behind my actions. You trusted me, your own choices. What will you do when I'm not around to lead you? I appreciate your trust, but this isn't right. I'm going to tell you what's happening, and then you can make your choice. He once again scans each face before him, making sure that he has everyone's undivided attention. The ultimate goal is to reach the Casimirian border and find the village of the infected. In the process, though, this journey must become a reason for Ursus to recognize us. It will put us in grave danger, because it challenges the very foundation of the Empire. People before us have tried and failed, leaving behind nothing but a symbol name of this snowy, swampy tundra. What if I told you that following me might mean following in their footsteps? It's not something I would recommend for anyone who wants to live, anyone with a brain. But I never even gave Hawley a choice. That's why he's dead. It showed me that I must return the choice to you. The crowd does not answer, but there is some faint commotion. Slowly the crowd begins to split. Some stand next to Rankin, or behind him, others in front of him. When do we leave, Rankin? So everyone has made their choice. More people move towards Rankin. Their footsteps like the delayed ringing of the bell, announcing the end of a shift. 1, 2, 3. This count may mean one more soul lost to their minds.
Who doesn't want to live? Why do we have to choose?
Batochki can feel them growing more and more distant. She subconsciously takes a step forward, trying to hold on to something, but someone grabs her and stops her in her tracks.
Batochki? Serafina? You're going too? Where are you? I don't know how to. They're all leaving us to go die. It's alright. It's alright. I was just bandaging up. He cut himself on some broken mirror shards. It's not important. I heard that last part of your exchange. You want to live. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to make yourself walk a path that you don't agree with. I'm not going to with them. You won't? You're not leaving? Yes. My team will continue to assist the wounded. Nikto is not leaving either, is he? Nikto?
Split crowd continues to move. Radiant cannot see Nikto, so she begins scanning for a specific electrical signal with her arts. It does not take her long.
He's in the room. He won't leave.
Sorry, Lasposa, Serafino.
Victor!
I'm sorry, Batochki. I can't go back. You know that I came from Grifferberg. The mines were never my home. Besides, it's not a sure thing that we'll die. Maybe things won't get so bad with me keeping an eye on the man. Must make opportunity with our own hands, after all.
No! Why? I must it be like this? Why must we always part?
Dodge.
Go home, Vitotsky. Don't catch a cold. Go to bed, and Mom and Dad will be back when you wake up again. Be a good girl who doesn't cry or complain. Make your babushka happy, and you'll find a piece of chocolate on your pillow when you wake up. Strike. It's response. Execution. Papa. Vitya. Babushka? One word. Just one word.
Summary. Why?
One word. And my soul will be healed. I beg forgiveness for the sin of killing your child. I shall meditate and share in your pain. For you, for him. May we all repent our sins from the bottom of our hearts. Thy blessings walk on earth as it is in heaven.
Some religious connotations here.
Babushka? Baby, close your eyes. Someone's outside the window. Knocking on the door. Baby. Hold your breath. Someone's putting it on her skin. Looking in. Here it comes. Here it comes. Babushka. Babushka. Is someone outside? No one stops. No one waits. They're gone. They cry, miss your hand. Say they didn't want to be apart, but they're gone. Everyone has their own path. Must this be? But why? You know the reason, suffering soul. You never taught me how to read that watch. Second-hand clock. I could hear the bell. As always. Babushka, why is your hand so cold? The fire is hot. I'm cold, and it hurts. It's not because of fire. I don't understand. It's alright. These people live their entire lives in obliviousness. Until they die? Yes, until they die. Mushka, what are you thinking about? Love. Did I hurt? Because you love. Makes people hurt. Makes them persevere. Makes them docile. Makes people strong. Makes them wealthy. Makes them noble. And therefore you hurt. I love you. Therefore I share in your pain.
Matoshiki says no more. She closes her eyes and curls up tightly. No longer dares touch the hand that caresses her cheek, as usual. She has heard these words before, when she did not need to find support for them amongst broken pieces. Now, though, she is no longer sure. How can one be more wealthy and noble than kings and nobles, if one lives in obliviousness? Can one be stronger than the stick of authority, if one is powerless? The campfire is very near. It should have brought warmth, but Vitoshki feels cold in her limbs, her innards, every part of her body, passing through the cold, withered hand. I shall meditate and share in your pain. May we all repent our sins from the bottom of our hearts. The voice is simply a repetition, an echo. The echo points towards doom. So I don't know if you guys recognized it, but that part when I mentioned there was some religious connotations, it was like that was actually part of a prayer. So, FYI.
聞いてるけど恐怖を隠せないわ。
戦況は明白だ。何いずれ浄土を踏み荒らせしことを悔いん。図らず雪がすべて葬るのを待とう。
お聞きなさい。無数の心が交わるハーモニー。
図らず氷雪の溶ける王国。
マグマは振り返ることなく前へ。
Searching, paying off. Very much.
夏の傾向でしょう。耳を澄ます星々と共に歌いましょう。どうすればいいかくらいわかる。私に命令しないで。獲物はどれですね。
ドルにトラン処刑だ。奈落に小躍りするブズはどこだ。
Let's see if I can make it in time, but I didn't. It's fine.
図らず氷雪の溶ける王国。
それは何を
決断を氷雪の溶ける
奏でましょう。夕日へこの音色を捧げましょう。
Oh. It's a beast.
決断を下せ。何いずれ浄土を踏み荒らせしことを悔いん。
奏でましょう。夕日へこの音色を捧げましょう。神はいずこにもおわすものです。キンコンカンコン、お花がふわりと落ちたら食べ頃ベリーが顔を出す。
Those who have lost their souls greet you here. I'm doing the right one, yeah. Adverse combat. I think I selected the wrong one. I'll do that in my own time. Fuck it, man. Okay, no one. Yeah, same team is fine.
ああ、
ポテト。
ここにいたか。
Free gacha, free gacha, let's go free gacha. I don't know if I mentioned on stream, but I got pretty lucky with my infield rolls. So I'm okay there. It's like it's exactly like what I was saying. Got terrible luck on HBR, got good luck everywhere else. So yeah, that happened. Anyways, it's okay. I went through some of it without realizing it on day 1 of chapter 16. Yeah. I kind of wish it would just stay on adverse rather than switching back. It might be because I switched devices. But anyway. Let's go! Straight into battle. Cool. Works for me.
浮上を清める人を惑わす正気を払いましょう。
あまり待たせ絶望の匂いまでカムフラージュできないわ。
The fuck do I put you?
戦況は明白。氷雪の溶ける。
Okay, that happened. Toggle this.
役に立つ情報を奴らに吐かせてやる。
図らず何時己が道の正しきを疑わずして深みに陥りき。
小石がお家に戻ってきたよ。
決断を何時己が道の正しきを疑わずして深みに陥りき。
足元を見てみなさい。
何時いずれ浄土を踏み荒らせしことを悔いん。
あまり待たせないで。
果てない声の重なりで生まれるシンフォニー、経験に祈りなさい。
俺がやる。堕落に小躍りするルーズはどこだ。俺がやる。役に立つ情報を奴らに吐かせてやる。
すぐに解決いたしますよ。
これは山々より授かりし力。耳を澄ませ星々と共に歌いましょう。
Get out of
俺
there!
は海縁に拾ってもらえ。俺がやる。
Damn it! Ah, I forgot about this! You got a fire attack! Text them off!
無重の羽ばたき雲のマシュマロに澄み渡る青空のシロップはとろーりとさっさと片付ければ楽に。
図らず何時いずれ浄土。
小細工を浪してみるといい。無様な死を望むならな。
決断を雪が全て葬るのを待とう。
Mugs are a bitch to deal with. Are they?
これで静かになって
Seem to be alright.
取るに足らん処刑だ。立ち会う価値もない。
聞いてるけど絶望の匂いまでカムフラージュできないわ。どうすればいいかくらいわかる。あまり待たせないで。
聞こえた。派手な傷跡を刻みつけてやろう。
Tracks end here. Up ahead is... I don't think we need to go any further. What happened here? They arrived at the village. This village is the closest where the miners abandoned their vehicles. I thought we might be able to ask around. Hard to tell if anyone's still alive. The burn marks on the fence look recent. We're one step too late. Again. Mia keeps walking until the quiet ruins are plain in view. The fire has long gone out. Branches in the surrounding woods cannot even hide the twin moons. It's a sickly black in the pale moonlight, a far cry from what she imagined the village would look like. It feels a brief daze of worry as memories of a similar scene flash back into her mind.
Sure, we'll
take a team and search for survivors.
I'll go too.
We'll be fine. I will be back soon.
Let's go together. Let's split up over there.
I think I see someone. Hello, we're a rescue team. We're here to help. Do you live in this village? What happened here? Governor! Governor! Again! I did say we were a rescue team, didn't I? Was my earth sign weird?
No, he's just afraid. I can sense it.
You must live around this place. If he's showed up here. Should we follow him?
Let's not. We don't want to frighten them. Who's there? Oh! Careful. I'm sorry. I wasn't calling you on purpose. Your clothes, they're like hers, so... Our clothes? Do you mean this symbol? What's the name of this woman you're talking about? Serafina. Radiant's real name.
Is this Serafina a short livery with 4 arms?
Yes, she's our friend. We've been looking for her. What's your name? Can you take us to Serafina? I'm Vadoshki. Follow me.
I didn't even read what the gimmick on those slugs were. I should read that.
A fire broke out. The others are outside the village. Serafina was helping us. Without her, we couldn't have gotten here.
Your miners from the central mining district?
Yes, you're here and you say you'll help. Thank goodness. Now we can live. Here we are, just ahead.
Who's there?
Yadya Volya? You still have a fever. Don't sit at the door.
I'm fine. No fever. The wound on my leg doesn't hurt anymore when I tie it up with clothes. Who are these people?
They know Serafina. We came from the same pharmaceutical company. They've come to help. Amiya? Amiya, it's really you. How did you find this place? It's really you. I finally found you.
She runs up to her colleague and gives her a big hug. Perhaps she should not be showing her emotions in front of others like this, but she cannot decline the opportunity to let her guard down. Nothing beats the joy of reunion and the comfort of seeing someone whom you have been worried about so long.
I wasn't sure when the girl said your name, but now I'm so glad. Is everything alright, Radiant? I'm fine. Sorry for making you worried. Team Radiant, all 9 members accounted for. Thank goodness. How did you find this place? Did someone find the markings I left behind? A wise course of action. Petra, I knew you would be with them. The doctor, Monster, and I came when we lost contact with you. The doctor is with a researcher that we found, waiting for her to wake up. Meet up once communications are restored. The doctor is here and nurses too. I think we all have a lot of questions to ask each other. Rankin left with a part of the group after the fire was put out. The ones here were unwilling, unable to follow, or villagers who lived here to begin with. I regret not being able to stop the events. So that's what happened. Is this Rankin linked to Reunion? No. As far as I could tell, he never made direct contact with Reunion. He simply believed there was a Reunion position on the Ursus Casimir's border. I've heard fugitive infected in the far north talking about it. Does Rhodes Island have any intel? You mean these people have nothing to do with Reunion? They're just flying a banner that they happen to come across? Who might you be? Aloysius Korchkova, Sergeant of the Imperial Guard, Vanguard Battalion. You can call me Aloysius. What's the Imperial Guard doing here? Aloysius came to investigate rumors of mutated infected in the central mining district. She helped get into the district. It's a pleasure to meet you, Gosposa Radian. I'm happy for your reunion. Time is short, and I'll cut straight to the chase. Were there any mutated infected in this group of fugitive miners? Mutated? I'm sure you understand what I mean, as an operator of Rhodes Island. No, at least not the ones who stayed. We did not find any so-called mutated infected when we examined them. Strange. There's certainly something abnormal about these people. If there's nothing out of the normal with the ones who stayed, then we must hurry to catch up with the ones who left. Did they tell you how they plan to proceed to the border? Or any other clues they left behind? I don't think I'm obliged to report anything to you. I assure you that my sole purpose here is to discover the truth about the mutated infected and bring about order. Deity Grifferberg seeks to protect the interests of the infected. I'm afraid I'm not convinced. At the Tashkent mines, at Chorna prison, I never saw a single noble who stood up for the interests of the infected. Ah, so you're assigned to Third Army, I take it? That was a long time ago. Well, I accept that you have legitimate reasons for your dim opinion of this nation. Regardless, I am loyal to the motherland, and what you're trying to avoid lines up with what I'm trying to avoid, to an extent. The miners who left are headed towards the south. They will inevitably pass through Grifferberg on their way to the Casimir-Zian border. Whether they realize it or not, whatever their actual intentions are, will be treated as insurgents attempting to attack the capital once they are discovered. Only one end waits them in that event. I thought you were going to ask a question, not make a threat. I'm just stating the truth. I would not have to be so solemn if Gospels are radiant. Here would be frank and honest with me. I need to know how these miners left and why they fled. Hiding the truth won't do you or them any good. I see only a group of infected who are trying to survive. No one is in any position to denounce them. You just won't listen, will you? Gosposa Amia, we've traveled together for a while now. Could you perhaps help me persuade our strong-minded Liberty Hill? Something even more urgent than for that, Aloysius. The miners and villagers here are in a dangerous situation. They have no supplies and nowhere to go. We can't just abandon them. We must ensure their safety while talking about the next step. You don't have to worry about the villagers. I was planning to seek assistance from the Grand Duchess for the rebuilding of their village anyway. Her Imperial Highness has always been generous on such matters. These miners, though, they're not a problem that a letter will solve. If you cannot offer assistance to them, then Rhodes Island will. Very well. I'll help you one more time, for the sake of our cooperation. We take the miners to Grifferberg. What? Yes. We go to Deity Grifferberg and report to His Imperial Majesty the truth about the infected mutation in the central mining district, turning these miners into witnesses. This will give Grifferberg a reason to protect them and intercept, rather than eliminate the ones who left, until the investigation into the Grand Duchess has concluded, at least. And after that? Persuade the chairman to request that His Imperial Majesty grant amnesty to these infected, then ask Rhodes Island to intervene on the grounds of medical assistance. Maybe you only need these miners for now. You'll have no further use of them after you bring the Grand Duchess down. Otherwise, you have no reason to spare these infected. I know Ursus. Whatever warmth the Sahab wants to bring to this cold soil, the infected would never be part of it.
Take that back.
I'm just stating the truth.
How dare you?
Maybe that's true for Ursus, but I've seen enough of Aloysius that I'm willing to trust her. Amia. Sorry, Aloysius. Radian's simply expressing our concerns. I'm sure we all know how Ursus has historically approached the infected problem.
Very well. Thank you for your trust, even if it's only towards me. The guardswoman bows at them exaggeratedly and casts one last provoking look at Radian.
I have one final question. Are you authorized to do this, Sergeant?
Maybe you've been away from Grifferberg too long to know the weight that the name Gorchkova carries there. On the name of my house, you don't need to worry about anything else other than providing medical assistance.
I'm telling the truth.
Of course I am.
Even if the plan works, we must get the miners to agree first. Yes, I'll go. I'll explain the situation to them and ask what they think. There you are, Patochki. There's something that we need to tell everyone. We have a choice. Leave here and go to Gritty Diffenberg together. Grifferberg? Mama said black locusts and cherry trees grow on the streets of Grifferberg. The sky is bright. The fell beasts build nests. They don't fly away. There's spring there. That Grifferberg? Yes, at Grifferberg. Do you want to go? Yes, I wanna...
She's so eager that she lets cold air get to her throat, causing pain from the dryness.
I know you do. What about the others? I've never left the mines. We have to ask the others what they're like. Whether they're like you. If they're willing to trust us and go to Grifferberg. I'll ask. I know, they will. Call you him back. Daria said we can't get away. Even if we wanted to go back, people outside would stop us. They'll burn us to death. I'll tell her it's not like that. You're right, it's not like that. Daria? 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 We'll go to Deity Grifferberg. Serafina has a way. We'll all go. Daria?
The girl is sitting straight with her back against the wall. Her eyes are closed, exhaustion upon her young face like shadows. She still breathes, but she is not doing any more than the minimum required to live.
No, we can't stay here. Come with me. Hang on, I'll carry you. Probably just tired. Let her rest. We'll find others.
Patochki looks around, hoping that her friend's silence is just a coincidence.
Dядя Volya.
She walks over and shakes them one by one, only to find that their backs are all straight and stiff, just like Daria. Some are kneeling, others are standing. They're all facing the old woman with bowed heads inside the house, as though they can hear nothing else. Patochki looks up, and a word slips from her mouth.
Babushka?
Radiant follows Vitochki's fearful gaze. An ancient voice fills the space in the direction that they are all looking. Come. The one who Ursus remembered. Figure's face and eyes are concealed by her hood, but somehow Radiant has a feeling that the figure is not looking at her.
What did you say?
Sorry for the interruption, but you're talking too long. Taking too long. Everyone, I have a proposal that can ensure your safety to the greatest extent possible.
Sergeant, leave to the far north with us and come to Deity Grifferberg. The State Council will protect you, as long as you are willing to testify against the Grand Duchess. His Imperial Majesty must know what happened here. Justice must know what happened here. Once everything is settled, Rhodes Island, where this lady you all know came from, will provide further treatment. Now, anyone willing to come with me? They're not listening. The electrical signal's coming from them. Meditate. Suddenly, a strange coldness penetrates Radiant's cerebral cortex, actually nailing her to the ground. She is unwilling to offer any further warnings, even if she was just about to do so just a moment ago. What? Even the most chaotic electrical signal should have been benign to her, but now she turns it into a knife to keep herself lucid. She shuts out her sensations with Iridium arts, attempting to break the shapeless restraint. What are you? Oh, must go. Take everyone, leave. Tra, this is the name you go by now. Tra, I sense cold and pain. A vortex inviting me to step inside. Amiya, do not look. Do not listen. What? Shut out your senses with arts, Amiya. Same for you, Elysium. Stay here while I find out what's happening. Tra. Stay back. This is not normal. They can't hear us speak. Whatever it is, it's calling to me, and I must face it. Batra closes her eyes and begins to picture the closed space in her mind, like a mental blueprint. She steps into the house. She'll find and anchor each active consciousness here, awaken them, and make them hear. At least, that is what should have happened. So are they silent? Red. Piercing red. Red like the blood on the snow, encroaching upon the retina. Red. She opens her eyes. What makes us equal? Perseverance. Faith. Pain. It's love. What needs to be saved? The soul? The soul. The soul! Yes, the soul. It is not our body that needs to be saved, but our soul. Love and the soul are one and whole. Love makes us endure, makes us believe, makes us persevere. And we shall meditate and share in the pain of others. Make love pure, save the soul. For you, for him, for all who endure pain. Desire not your own life. Decide not your own death. I endure. I believe. I persevere. Gosda Batushka. Gosda Yotsvo.
どんな状況でも勝てるのは昔と変わらないわね。ただあの頃と違って その喜びように偽りはなさそうだけど。
Presents is it's babushka. They're doing something. Once we created, now we destroy. Paging abnormal manga beast has a greatly increased HP. What the fuck is it? This thing, I guess. Rampaging. What are these things? Abnormal originating of slug. More likely to be attacked by friendly units. Takes less damage. Deals lots damage to an attacker when attacked. Reflects damage. I see. That's why Enos died. Okay. This is abilities after being attacked several times by minor gorillas. Likely to be attacked by friendly units. Takes less damage to gain attack speed. Okay. Wait. I think I know this map. I've seen it before. I haven't seen the full map, but I've seen enough to basically get spoiled. There's a bear. We're fighting a bear. I have no idea with the bear. That's the question.
皆様ごきげんあら狩りの時間
Here is the tunnel where we first found Oka. It should have been placed under lockdown soon after, but now it looks completely abandoned. The good news is that Iridium particle activity has also dropped after work stopped. Infection risk should be minimal, as long as you do not touch the deactivated Iridium crystals. I'm not detecting any other life forms. Should be able to get in without a fight.
Still don't know what happened here. Patrol units and guards can return at any time. Time is of the essence. Let's do this quickly.
You sure this is the right way, Xenia? I don't see anything. Sorry, I've only been down here once before. Let me find the emergency power switch. Here it is. Okay. Looks like this is the right way. What we need to do is go in the opposite direction from the mine carts. Opposite direction? I thought we were going deeper. It leads to somewhere other than the mine tunnels. I don't know what it's actually for, but the carts only carry goods, not people. What about the cart? Can we use it? There are no structural issues, but it's been abandoned for so long that there's only enough emergency power for the lights. I don't think it's a good idea.
We can walk.
Two, get on the cart. What?
We can walk! There's no safety though!
Get on, Doctor. We can save time that way. But it won't start. I'll take care of it. Do you need me to lift you up, Doctor?
I can do it myself. He's gonna go, I am speed.
Are you ready? What are you planning? Oh.
That's going to fall apart.
Fine, just sit tight.
Here we go!
Thank goodness the tunnels look intact. But we should have started a fire before coming down. It's a lot wetter than the outside. The difference is almost as great as the Iberian coast compared to inland Ursus. Of course there is a dramatic difference in temperature as well. Are you alright? I'm fine. What about you, Doctor?
Every part of my brain feels equally shaken. You look like you enjoyed it, monster.
I kept the speed steady. Stowe's a very good cart driver.
Cart pusher.
It sounds like the problem's not on my end.
I have a question, say. When was Orca first discovered in the mines? I'm not sure exactly when. The first sample arrived at the lab a month ago. That was when I learned of the appearance of this heretofore unheard of substance in the Originium mines. But it's strange. This substance that appeared in the mines made the lab decide to perform human experiments. Infected and exposed to Orca in this tunnel were subject to unusual mutations. Their infection readings soared, but their vital signs remained stable. Healthy even. That sounds familiar. Have you encountered other patients like this? Have they come into contact with Orca? Not sure yet. In any case, the Erosine government wanted to replicate the miracle. I suppose they wanted a docile labor force that did not fear illness or pain, perhaps even employ them in combat. Surprised the government would react that way, but they haven't realized the potential danger. I think we're getting close. This is as far as the rail goes. We have to proceed on foot. The three of you move forward in the darkness. You hear before you see. It is the heavy sound of water. Heavy water? Here's the thing. Legit, actually. The three of you look up and slowly open your eyes. You soon realize that the light in the tunnel is not coming from outside. It is coming from the stationary liquid in front of you on the ground, and the waterfall at the very end. It glitters like obsidian, refracting light a crack high above as it falls, making the cave bright as early morning after a shower. An obsequent river. You can tell? Yes, like an obsequent river. The Orca cannot flow outwards along the dip, so it can only flow backwards until it lies still like this. But it continues to flow in a way, even without external forces acting on it. That's why they named it Orca River. The liquid is everywhere. It's like a natural karst cave. You can't even tell that it's used to be a mine. Even stranger, Orca itself is almost like water. In a matter of speaking, Orca becomes highly stable after it is allowed to stand still for a while. It can even be used as a universal solvent. Wait, we still shouldn't touch it with bare hands. Master bends over and collects some liquid with a test tube. She is not wearing gloves or any other form of protection. Her expression grows solemn as she shakes the liquid in the test tube with wet hands. Stop. You should not touch it directly. I have protective equipment. You can tell me if you want a sample, and I'll collect it. Doctor, I know what this is. What? Tenia, samples. Can you get some samples from around the waterfall? Oh, okay. Wait here. I'll be back soon. Be careful. The liquid that they call Orca. It's Originium. Of course it's Originium! Why does it look that way? It's complicated. You remember the transmitter that Ryan Lab was studying? The Horizonics that is often mentioned in Iberian Academy? Just a moment, I gotta check something. Sorry. Okay. Remember that? Are they related? This is their prototype, or perhaps I should say the original form. The transmitter and Corazonics have in common. They both serve as a kind of medium.
Yes, a medium that reacts directly with the human body, or to store information.
So that's why they're both liquid?
I think so. You understand, Doctor? Originium is both a vehicle for information and a vehicle for energy. Both the transmitter and the Corazonics re-record Originium energy through specific means, in order to record different types of information. The ochre here is the remnant of Originium, after its energy was extracted in an even more effective manner. So it's really a form of universal solvent, and this explains why the infected who came into contact with ochre became mutated. Because of its nature as drained Originium, ochre neutralized the Originium activity inside the affected, while creating perfect conditions for the continued growth of Originium. It allowed the infected to retain their vital functions temporarily. It does not change the fact that death would inevitably follow soon. All the uninfected individuals injected with ochre died of severe rejection, due to the lack of active Originium in their bodies.
Is this what Priestess is doing? Its presence here in such quantities means...
This is what we feared the most. The colossal prime vein is drying up. The rumors we heard that Ursus is accelerating their extraction of Originium. That's all to hide the exhaustion of the ore vein. Began here in the northernmost parts of Ursus, and it will only accelerate. Within 4 months, the Originium deposits in Ursus will drop to 30% of previous levels.
This is the real reason why the Grand Duchess put the mining district on lockdown. They can't hide it forever.
You did not need to ask the question.
One gaze exchanged with Monster, and both of you have the same name in mind. The only one who could have done this... Priestess.
There's no one else.
Why would she do this?
The exhaustion of the aura vein cannot be stopped or reversed. Ursus will collapse.
Not just Ursus. Exhaustion on such a scale will have ramifications across Terra. Is that what she's after?
I have an idea. Ochre is also a relic of the old civilization, a byproduct of your experiments. If she caused the exhaustion of the aura vein, then there might be some useful information left within. See if you could read it.
How would I?
Means are limited. You'll have to insert your hand, like I did when I collected the sample. Don't worry, it won't harm you.
Following Monster's instructions, you crouch down and immerse your hands into the liquid ochre. You wait. You do not feel any different. You await some kind of change or response, like the miracle that happened so many times before. Nothing happened. The product of our previous civilization seems to reject you, denying your connection to it. Could it be that it has already lost its ability to hold information? Perhaps she had no intention of leaving any information to us. It's possible.
Doctor. I found something. There's a hole behind the waterfall. When I climbed up and stood there, I heard a sound of an unusual frequency from the cave. It didn't seem natural. Oh, it definitely isn't natural. It's like it's trying to communicate some sort of information through audio waves.
Huh? Let's check it out. That's a CG.
This is... Space was hidden behind the waterfall?
It's impressive.
Listen carefully to the sound of liquid impacting the rocks. Some of the sounds are of a particular frequency, like it's trying to draw attention to itself. It's very different, and you could definitely tell. I tried to decipher the ones I heard. It took a while to record the various pitches. Do you hear that? All I hear is the rain. I can't even hear you speak. Doctor?
You close your eyes and allow yourself to be immersed in the sound, until you identify the sound that is constantly changing in frequency.
hear it. Do you say you hear it? The sound rushes into your consciousness. Sometimes it is formed from several high frequencies. Sometimes it is short and sharp, like a meticulous music score. You soon realize that it represents some sort of code, or perhaps language. You try to recall all the languages that you know, categorizing them in your mind, and you soon realize that you are hearing the same word, just in different languages. I've copied it down. It's just a hunch, but if we decipher it using the standard encoding for communication between nomadic cities, I think it's referring to the same word in many different languages. Could identify Ursan and Gaulish from it. I think they both mean.
I can't read that. Debatito? I have no idea what that means. This is various languages. Upon the rocks, the liquid in the mine is communicating the same word at you. By the way, debate. Yes, Doctor.
If you still believe you made the right choice, if you still believe in the future you described, then refute me here with reality. Prove to me that thing which you hold so firm. Hope.
It's Priestess, I think, saying, let's debate. That's what it seems like. It's an invitation.
What? Said
It's an invitation. One that I must accept.
you think it's a message from Priestess?
I know what she means. We should leave, quickly.
Go back to the lab once Xenia has gathered her samples. We must try to contact Amia. I hope Amia has made contact with Radiant.
Did you hear a sound?
What sound?
Something heavy stepping in water.
The waterfall is pretty loud. Are you sure it's not just your ears ringing? Perhaps lingering effects from having to process too much information just now. Wait. Xenia, is that you?
It's not Xenia's footsteps. Not the right weight or rhythm.
It's not.
Oh boy! Frenzied crying, frenetic breathing, thick mucus liquid dripping from the fangs. Its entire body is covered in a hard layer of dark red ogenium, forcing it to stand on its two hind legs. It's coming. Oh lord, it's coming! You see it raise its front paws. Not paws. A pair of withered hands, indistinguishable from that of a human. A Virginium-infected mangler beast.
I have the samples. Why are you just standing there?
Strange mangler beast, which seems so removed from reality, is right behind her.
Run, Xenia! Run, Xenia! Don't look back! I'll get her. Go to the minecart, Doctor. We'll meet you there. Go! What?
The researcher cannot help but look back as she starts running. She hardly has the time to swallow her scream. Gosda, Atushka. What is that thing? Bear! Let's go. It is bear time. Oh, we're starting from zero. Jeez. Okay.
誰を餌にするか恐怖が隠せないわ。
全て計算と雪が全て葬るのを待とう。
I don't know how this boss gimmick works. It looks like it goes to the nearest nearest outlet, I guess. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
進め待機中
Going him.
ご指示
Oh my god, wait, right to the blue box? Wait. How dare you fucking move right to the blue box?
すぐに解決いたします
What the fuck?
ご命令の通りご命令の通り
かの深き意味より参りました逃しませんよ
What? Fucking moved directly to the blue box already? What the fuck? Oh shit. Oh fuck.
聞いてるけどあまりまた誰かが気づく前にあなたの死体を影に沈めてあげる
今すっごく気分がいいの
Jesus Christ. Oh, the fuck do I do this? That is absolutely insane.
どうぞ続けておもちゃで遊ぶのもここまで
Oh god.
迷っている暇がありませんわよ
I'm not fast enough.
宇宙の羽ばたき甘酸っぱい虹には銀色の日差しをたっぷりまぶして宇宙の羽ばたきが聞こえます
Holy shit. Okay. Holy fuck. Wow, that is so
ま
fast.
だ何人かやれる
Wow.
ドクターは先に撤退してくれ
Isn't this fun? What is this gimmick? Okay. Attacks hit twice and greatly increase the damage the target takes from this unit. Enraged. Attacks both friend and foe. Seeks out units that have dealt damage to it. If you deal damage to it, he runs to you. Ah, I see. Okay. So we need to keep him running to us instead of running to the blue box. Right, okay. Physical and arts damage taken greatly reduced. Attack speed and movement speed greatly increased. Its range and attempts to flee after some time, or if HP drops below a certain level. It appears after a short delay, remain enraged for a while. During this time, physical and arts damage taken is greatly reduced, while attack is greatly increased. Attacks all nearby allied units. Rockfall deals physical damage to your unit, has dealt the most damage to it, inflicting stun. Interesting. Interesting. This guy's tanky as fuck. Wow, that is insane. We need Myrtle. We need to generate PP quickly. Silver Ash Freeze is nice. I'm not sure how to do this. Does he do physical damage? Yeah, okay, melee physical.
風が穏やかで日差しがうららかね。どうかみんなが無事に帰ってこられますように。
Let me see this again. Max HP up. Could probably stall between these two, maybe. Oh, I don't know if it's enough time actually for the other skill to go up. I don't actually know. I can see if I can block him with Shu. Or can try to make him chase around by hitting him. Eventually I need to block him because he's gonna run away. Eventually he's gonna run away. That's the problem. Oh, what's his defenses? Actually, I should check his defenses. B defense, B res. Takes physical damage. Takes physical damage but deals ridiculous amount of damage back to you. That one. I don't know about that one. Yeah, sure.
お前が望む結果を見せてやる。
I think we could take Prominix out, maybe. Sure. Don't know. does he move so fast? Why does he move so fast? Why you gotta move so fast, man? I don't have Kafka S2 because my Kafka is level 1. Okay. We don't really have any ways to amplify damage here.
せっかくの作戦に出るチャンスです。力の限り頑張ります。
You take Silver Rush out.
仕事わかった。
Give this a try. Oh boy, this is an interesting map. Okay.
争いは避けられないもの。
ドクター、みんなこっち来て。
聞いてるけど、足元を見てみなさい。
There is only one ground tile that is safe from him, I think. Wait, this one? Yeah, only one range tile that is safe from him. This one, I think. Unless he can walk here, I don't think he can. Everything else he can kind of walk into range, so it's a little bit. Not sure. I brought okay, Paramix. I bring Silver Ash. Oh, that's probably okay. What's Paramix doing here? Just slow? So I want to deploy. Who do I want to deploy first? Okay, make sure I have enough DP as well. It's a bit. Okay.
あまり待たせないで。捨てられた者の怒りを噛み締めろ。
What the? Oh, yeah. That's fucking slow as shit. Come on. Oh, there was another one. It didn't fucking die. Ah, shit.
ごめんなさい。
I thought the miners would kill him, so I have to kill that one last guy too. Okay. That is okay. Probably take a Paramedics though. It does slow and inflicts damage. And Crown Slayer kinda what happened to the perma stun?
戦場に関しては新たな知見を得たので
Fast redeploys. So with Silver Ash I could stack on freezes. I have fast redeploys here. How good that would be with Silver Ash Resist 2. I don't know. Well, let's give it a try, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't feel good. Maybe is a different team comp, I'm not sure. Could bring Wizardell. Wizardell might be good. She does a lot of fizz damage. I don't actually want Silver Ash to hit boss.
全て計算、雪が全て葬るのを待とう。図らせ考えが一致雪が全て葬るのを待とう。
Yeah.
みんなこっち来て進めご指示を
Does that count as Silver Ash's attack? Oh, it's stuck. Strategic simulation makes the situation a lot worse. Yeah. It's definitely true.
立ち会う価値もない。
何じゃ己が道の正しきを疑わずして深みに陥りけ。
レンズ指示を待つ。
Come on! What is your
獲物
fucking...
はどれですね。
I'm hitting you and you're going the blue box anyway! What? What?
あなたに信頼を置いた私
It
も悪
looks
いわ。
friendly.
心配しなくても一緒に責任を取ってあげるから。
Fuck. Greatly increased HP. Yeah, okay. Takes out units that have dealt damage to it. Why is he not doing it then? Does it sometimes and he doesn't do it the other times. What's going on? Give him a bear hug. Now that's what he gives you. I don't understand. Summoners, right? There's Radiant and there's could be something.
"必要な時にアドバイスはするから、そのまま作戦会議を続けて。
We target Radiant though. Yes. You know what? Let's just fucking see. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know, man. This boss is weird. What is the conditions of him running
忘
around?
れ物はない？
No, I don't know, man.
出発しよっか。みんな、みんな、こっち来て。
聞いてるけど、誰かに気づく前にあなたの死体を影に沈めてあげる。
すべて計算通り。
味方全員の座標確認完了。
雪がすべて葬るのを待とう。
ドクター、ごめんね。こっちは逃げ道じゃなくて、あなたたちをお迎えする。
何じゃ己が道の正しきを疑わずして深みに陥りけ。
すぐに解決いたしますわ。
みんな、こっち来て。
一瞬です。
図らず考えが一致した。
Okay. Just realized I don't really have anyone to amplify with Virtuous, so I guess it'll be honest, eh?
無数の心が交わるハーモニー。
決断を下せ。何
What's
い
going to
ずれ
happen?
浄土を踏み荒らせしことを悔いん。
取るに足らん処刑だ。立ち会う価値もない。
決断を何じゃ。おの
Why are you fucking going that way?
どう
Come
すれば
back!
誰かに気づく前にあなたの死体を影に沈め
Absolute piece of shit! Get back
どう
here,
す
you
ればいいかく
asshole!
らいわかるわ私に命令しないで
聞こえた。小細工を浪してみるといい。
Piece of
無
shit.
様な死を望むならな。
こんなの悲しいです。ドクター、しばらく情報のみんなこっち来て。
Wow, he gets knocked anyway! Wow. Okay. It didn't exactly work the way I wanted it to. I couldn't deploy properly. This is working okay as a stall tactic somehow.
時に時間だよ、モルテ。
あまり待たせないでどうぞ続けこの切っ先にあなたの心臓に滑り込むまで1秒もかかる
本気で行くよ。
決断を何じ。いずれ浄土を踏み荒らせしことを悔いん。
Shit, Virtuous is gonna get hit. Wait, I still have more summons. I just have no more deploy slots. Okay. I could probably take out Myrtle, I think. Why are you going that way?
奏でましょう。思いっきりお互いを感じましょう。
あまり待たせない
どの戦いも楽しむべきよ。
どうぞ続けて
わあ、リンゴちゃん、今日もよろしく。
この切っ先にあなたの心臓に滑り込むまで1秒もかかりませんわ
なんじゃ。己が道の正しきを疑わずして深みに陥りけ決断を下せ。何じゃ。いずれ浄土を踏み荒らせしことを悔いん。
眠りなさい。
派手な傷跡を刻みつけてやろう。
ドクター、伝えたいメッセージは何？今から通信妨害するから迅速に行動して。
Where are you going?
俺がやる。役に立つ情報をやつ
どこに行くんだ？
本気で行くよ。
ほら、てめえ！ OK。
忘れ
耳を澄ませぬ後悔があるのなら。
俺は開演に拾ってもらえる。
図らず何じゃ。己が道の正しきを疑わずして深みに陥りき。
あなたは私がお守りします
おいき、モルテ。
Get out of here.
敵が強大であればあるほど
Just leak one. I mean, what could possibly happen? We don't want
意志が湧き
to.
上がってくるものです
And not must have perfect run. Yeah. Okay. That was hard. What are these? Increase attack. Retains more HP when it runs away the first time. Sniper casters can't be deployed. Defender medic cannot be deployed. Jeez. Alright. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Let's continue with story. The unbeliever says that religion is barehanded violence. Alright, see you later, Yvonne. Thanks for coming by. You activated what? Piece of home that retreating miners took with them. You've activated Originium? Alright. Probably the last map for today though. I probably will call it after this one today. Let's set my squad again. Then we can continue. More accurate using Radiant, right? Ah, where's Thingamabob? Pam.
勝利は経験なる者にこそ与えられん。
Has it stopped moving? I think so. The roaring and the heavy breathing have ceased. Did we kill it? But it's still standing. Don't move. I'll check. Throw stains that the other two are at a safe distance and approaches it on her own. The mango beast stands quietly, no sign of the madness that it engulfed it only moments ago. Its strange forelimbs hanging still in front of its body. Part of the originium covering it has been chipped away. Sinope approaches carefully. She observes the mangler beast. It was dangerous to begin with, and its mutations make it look strange, almost otherworldly. The influence of originium is turning it into a human physiologically. It must be in a great deal of pain. Well, look out! The mangler beast does not attack or even move from its spot. It falls toward the ground. Until its forelimbs touch the ground again with a thud. Should leave and go back to the lab. Now. Now, Doctor. What's up? It's still breathing. It sounds like it's in pain, I think. Can't sense another emotions like Amiya can. And this is just a mutated animal. I know it will die, even if we don't do anything. The originium has impaled its throat. Every part of its body is in pain. It would claw at its own mutated organs if it could. Perhaps this is why it attacked us. It's not in control of itself anymore. Let's end its pain then. Yes. I can do it. I can... Its pain. She walks towards the fallen beast. Standing next to it, she puts her claws against a piece of fur with few crystals. She gazes at the mangler beast with incredible calm in her eyes. Then she surgically extinguishes the mutated mangler beast's last intermittent breathing. Let's go, Doctor. To the lab. She continues to listen. She knows she cannot trust what she sees, whether it is twisted by intention or reflecting reality by accident. And so she listens until the first word of prayer drops in the crowd like the first snow. It's for Gabrielle is. I'm listening. Stop. Stop. Stop it all. Cannot stop what never began. What you see is only in your mind. She stops trying to communicate. She steps forward and tries to steady the trembling red, white, and black threads. As she stretches out her hand, what? You're completely motionless. I've never seen you like this. What happened? Did you hear that? Hear what? The old woman does not immediately answer. She looks around and realizes that the remaining miners look different from before. She frowns and glances around herself. It's Aloysius. She heard me and ran outside. So you did tell us to leave. Yes, but I don't remember why. This is strange. Mental arts. Are you sure? I've received specific training. I would not be defenseless against such attacks. Check for short-term memory interference, Radiant. What sort of interference? Interference that I can create. One time, I had Mechanist forget that he wanted to ask you about Dandy and Axie. By wiping your memory, by blocking its formation. Remember, that was the first time you tried to use your arts like that, I think. Forget when information is in our brain is not successfully stored in the memory. Yes, it was your idea. You're far more experienced than I am in the understanding and utilization of human biological signals. I think someone here has the same sort of arts? Not sure. Perhaps I just saw and heard more than you did. What do you mean? The Earthsfall of Ursus may be here, Radiant. Earthsfall? Why do you bring that up? The Earthsfall is here. The last Earthsfall burned alive in Grifferberg 2 years ago. Could another be born so soon? I don't know. I'm going to find out. If it's really the Earthsfall, and it was hidden in the group, without me detecting it, then it's extremely dangerous. I'll put the others on alert. Be careful. The danger is not physical. Not yet, at least. Seek help if necessary. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. Mantra turns around and walks towards the place where the red was a few moments ago. The assembled miners either give way to her or reach out to her. Who are you looking for? We're still going to Grifferberg, right? We'll live. They look like they don't want to leave. I asked Yada Voya. He doesn't want to leave. He'd rather his wounds rot than to run. Isn't surviving the most important thing? You're not talking. Stranger, are you going to see Nadia? Then go on your knees and raise your eyes to her. See her, repent, and be forgiven. Then you will realize how foolish you were for struggling and failing to find peace. Petra neither assents nor dissents. She does not speak to them with arts. She simply nods and passes them by, staring straight into the deepest reaches of the room. You will understand when you are in her presence. A hunched, tiny grey, white figure sits at the end of the room like a statue. Earthsfall? Impossible. It's impossible! The Earthsfall is dead. The Tsar granted the madman the mercy of defending himself before his sentence was pronounced. 7 days! He engaged in sophistry for 7 days without stopping, without eating or drinking. He had the audacity to stand in the middle of the State Council, telling everyone who came to listen, I forgive you. His Imperial Majesty finally had enough and sentenced him to death, personally. Brainwashed believers attempted to raid the execution, resulting in the biggest riot in Grifferberg in a decade. You know all that.
If Mantra said it was the Yurtsful, she must have had the evidence to make the deduction. All we need to do is protect ourselves and wait to hear from her. Mantra does not kneel as the mine is instructed. She steps into the shadow, facing forward, as though there are a pair of eyes looking backwards in front of her. I know you can hear. I hear your question. I hope you're more than just a pale imitation of my arts and my way of speaking, Yurtsville. Yurtsville, if that is the name you need me to have. Explain. Gabrielis, Solar Media, Besmerd, Aurora, Adia, perhaps Yurtsville. I am all of them. Why did you hide amongst these suffering? Because it is a journey of proselytization. Okay. I shall walk this vast land and redeem the people of their sufferings. And because I saw and heard her, I stayed because of her pain. Where is she? Suffering soul. You deceived her and made her call you Nadia? You never deceived. You lied. He asked as you did. I answered as I do. That was all. A meaningless response. What are you? You saw me. I see shadow without order. Yes, I am. But not in the eyes of others. Explain. People see me in the reflection of their perception and expectation. I thought of all the souls, you alone understand why I exist so. After all, you are the unfinished sculpture. You wants to become me. Petra keeps her eyes fixed on the strange apparition in front of her. She is unsure whether she can identify any useful information from it. A long time ago, you cut away a black piece of rotten flesh. So did I. It pursued me, and I repelled it, cutting off a piece of rotten flesh between bites. An absurd analogy. Simple principle. If it is rotten and no longer connected to the rest of your body, you keep it. Memory? It is mine. The royal guard. If you could influence a royal guard, you could influence the miner. You killed it. You became me. If this is the only thing we share in common, the body, rotten flesh, your relationship to the royal guard, the Yurtsville is the source of the royal guard's experiment. The sound comes from the trembling shadows, either affirmation or denial. Petra begins to back off and leaves the shadow's edge. Support, Radiant. I'm here. Conjecture is confirmed. So, additional information. Yurtsville hid amongst the miners and helped them kill the royal guard. I see. What do you need us to do? I need you to continue to contact other Rhodes Island assets in Ursus, and ask Armia to delay Ulysses. We can't leave yet, at least not until I find a way to rouse the miners. Have Elysium stand by inside the range of my arts. I may need his assistance. What's your plan? Remove the influence that the Yurtsville has on the miners. Do you think the Yurtsville is controlling the miners and causing them to refuse to leave? Yes. We cannot kill the Yurtsville directly. It can kill anyone here anytime it chooses to. Maybe Armia can help. Maybe, but Armia does not understand the Yurtsville. I do not want her to become involved without any understanding. The
Your source powers are similar to mine. This is why I'm the only one who can make this decision. It relies on the cognition of others to establish itself. I must find the key to its establishment of the Nadi identity in order to remove its influence.
You have someone you suspect.
Yes. She casts her gaze on the surrounding miners, and eventually upon the girl who walks past her to the Yotsuba. She mutters in a daze, in her bewilderment and sorrow. I just need time to confirm. Battle? Yes.
さあ始めましょう。今宵のマスカレードを。誰を餌にするか決まった恐怖が隠せない。
Most of the miners when they get fear or whatever that is.
どうすればいいかくらいわかるわ。私に命令しないで。どうすればいいかくらい
Let's
わ
take
かる
damage.
私に命令しないで。
Cannot deploy there.
すべて計算と行説の解けるが如く。
Hopes that he reveals invis. That certainly does help. Oh, you deploy there. Okay, I was gonna deploy there, but that's fine. Stay off Mantra's tile. I didn't know Mantra deployed on that tile. I mean, that's okay with me. Yeah, Proxy Rashmore.
決断を雪がすべて葬るのを待とう。
獲物はどれですね。どうぞ続け。気をつけなさい。この海流は脆弱な命を飲み込みますわ。私に出会ったのが運の尽きた。
What is that? It's a mecha!
楽に終わる。
How is there a mecha here? Nani the
己
fuck?
が道の正しきを疑わずして深みに陥りけ。
Upper skill.
隠密行動が必要ならば。
Thanks for the heads up.
私の声に
I
従
totally
い。
forgot about it.
聞いてる。絶望の匂いまではカムフラージュできない。
Ooh, she clears them all out. Oh, that is very helpful. Very helpful.
マグマは振り返ることなく前へ。果てない声の重なりで生まれ。
何いずれ浄土を踏み荒らせしことを悔い。
あまり待たせないで。あまり待たせないで。
図らず雪がすべて葬るのを待とう。
ドルに足らん処刑だ。
今すっごく気分がいいの。
Eh? Something that there.
私は
There's enemy structures.
私が
Fuck,
嫌
Max.
いですわ。
I wasn't paying attention. Something went through. There's so much going on. just try again.
すべて計算通りなんで己が道の正しきを疑わずして深みに陥りけ。
どうぞ続けて。この切先はあなたの心臓に滑り込むまで1秒もかかりませんよ。
決断を氷雪の溶けるが如く。
隠密行動が必要ならば目標発見。
I don't think so.
図らずなんで己が道の正しきを疑わずして深みに陥りけ。
Let's just put you here.
お聞きなさい。
決断をなんで己が道の正しきを疑わずして。
気をつけなさい。この海流は脆弱な命を飲み込みますわ。遺言の伝言葉。誰を餌にするか決まった。誰かに気づく前にあなたの死体は神。
雪がすべて葬るのを待とう。
マグマが振り返ることなく前へ。
あまり待たせない。
どの戦いも楽しむべきよ。
ドルに足らん処刑だ。立ち会う価値もない。
果てない声の重なりで生まれるシンフォニー。
氷雪の溶けるが如く。
聞こえた。
Is it this thing?
ここでは何も
Oh.
さっさと片付ければ楽に。
So when they're scared, it's not them. Oh, it might be these guys, actually.
進め。待機中。邪悪を壊滅しうるは入門だ。
Oh, Silver Ash is so broken.
氷雪の
What is this with free invis real on everyone? Reveal on
耳
everyone?
を澄ませる夕日にこの音色を捧げましょう。
俺がやる。骨は肺炎に拾ってもらえ。
遺言の伝達。断る。
聞こえた。ドルに足らん処刑だ。立ち会う価値もない。
図らずなんでいずれなんで己が道の正しきを疑わずして深みに陥りけ。
Can you like
こ
move?
れで静かになってくれる。
This guy really don't want to move. You know what? Fine.
迷っている暇がありませんよ。
You don't want to move?
人形がカリ
Listen to
スマ
some
の命を
music.
宿す。雲の間に爽やかなそよ風はパチパチ泡立つソーダの注いで。ドクター、すぐにご決断を奏でましょう。
隠密行動目標発見。
耳を澄ませましょう。思い切りお互い。
なんでいずれ
It's like conflicting elemental damage, but
己が道の正しきを疑わずして深みに落ち。
意志を堅固にするは規律。
生き残ること。それがあなたが守るべき唯一のルールですよ。
I mean, Silver Ash, I don't think that's Koyas's voice. I might call it there for today. I think we're making some good progress with story. That bear fight was interesting. Let me just check. I don't think his voice is. Yeah, it's not. Katsuyuki Konishi. I don't recall Koyasu being here. Elysium. Let me just check. Can't remember. Sahiro Yamanaka. Yeah, it's not.
ドク
I'm
タ
gonna
ー、
call it there for tonight.
ここにあった書類は重要度ごとにファイリングしておきま
It's
した。
gonna be more event.
僭越ながら、
We're
一部の
gonna
業務は
because
法
the
的に
EX
見れ
map
ば
should be out
グ
by
レーゾ
then,
ーン
so
か
we
と
can
思います。
clear that.
反対するわけではありませんが、 どうか慎
Thanks for
重に
joining
ご
us.
判断い
Thanks
ただけません
again,
か。
Max. Anyone else that happens to be
アドバイ
here
スしますので。
or watching afterwards. I'll be back on Thursday with some more Arknights EX
プ
maps.
ライベートな空間が
Alright.